Right, welcome back, rgbfam. We have a different reaction today. It's not a song, is a video about a trans man. The whole story is basically him finding it very hard to be a man, like sort of regrets trans to be a man. So let's see what he has to say.
Recently, I posted about how I wanted to help men and kind of bridge the gap of toxic masculinity and everything like that. And so I tried a trial and error post yesterday of my experience, and it's interesting. I commented on my stories about how a lot of you reacted so kindly. They've been hit or miss, but
so he's a nice person. He's trying to breach gaps between sexes, between men and women, and all this bullshit that is going around, right? Like who's the best and who's my opinion is that we are both equal, but we are kind of different. We are two separate halves of yin and yang, right? We are yin. One of us is yin and the other one is yang. So we have to come together and form a whole. But a lot of people are missing that view. Anyway,
I have it in me to try to help society understand how we treat men is like so dangerous to men. Because nobody told me how
hold on.
being a man is.
Yeah, well, now you see it. I'm not happy for him to cry, but I am happy on another thing, that this person right here made a transition from a woman to become a man. Now he, as a man, sees how difficult life is for men. I'm not saying it's not difficult for women, but like he said, now he sees how society treats men, how difficult it is, how you get to have that very high percentage of men versus women or other genders taking their lives. Yeah, so I am happy in a way that someone saw that as a woman, because he was a woman, he was a she before, and transed to being a man, and now he sees the reality, and now on top of that he's telling to the world. So I'm very happy, I'm very glad for this clip right here that exists.
And then to have all these comments about like justifying the coldness to men, which is valid, but to just be remembered like, oh, that's right, everybody just sees this.
Well, yeah.
But to have known, and I think a lot of trans men feel this, is we knew what depth felt like before we transitioned. We knew what it felt like to like have people want to hug us.
Bro, hold on. Is that Adam's apple over there? You see it? Bro, I was about to say at the beginning that this person right here doesn't really look as a former woman. Like, he really looks like a man. Kind of tiny hands, but he looks like a man, obviously, like with the hat on, with the beard and everything. Like, even the shape of his face is manly. And no tits, no. But now I see Adam's apple. Over there. You see it? What the fuck? Anyway, let's move on.
And to have people want to talk to us and have a community. And then you transition and you're just a guy walking down the street that people cross the street so that they're not near you.
Yeah, of course.
And
that's how we are as men.
So much harder to build. And people are colder.
Yeah, we're not that much into depth of feelings. We are more based on facts, on actual facts that people do to us. If I'm being nice to you and you being nice to me, and then at a certain point I'm helping you or you helping me as men, yeah, we become friends. Otherwise, just by words, we're just, I don't know, kind of buddies, you know. Just, I was supposed to say buddies, but
it's more detached. And I just don't think I have it in me to try to continuously be vulnerable on this topic because it's so long story short.
Well, you cannot be vulnerable. I mean, you can, but you should not show it because you're a man now. So it's not okay for men to cry, especially right to left, like everywhere. Nah, you have to keep it in you.
This is all the energy I have to give on the topic. Like, just try to think about how you can, in your small little community where you feel safe, can reach out to the men in your life and just help them feel maybe seen for a moment.
Hold on, what? Me as a man to reach out to women to... What?
You feel safe about how you can, in your small little community where you feel safe,
okay,
can reach out to the men in your life and just help them feel maybe seen for a moment.
Why would I reach out to women in my life to have them feel seen? What wasn't this about men? How men feel? I'm a bit confused.
Or do little conversations to help their emotional maturity so that they can reach out to people and have deeper guy friendships. Because I joke that I had closer friendships with random women I met in the bathroom before I transitioned at clubs because of how open women are.
Bro, those are facts. Women are on a different level when it comes to becoming friends, when it comes to relationships. Women are different than men. I just said that. Like, yeah, you can have your chat and find friends or make nice relationships in the bathroom. We as men cannot do that. First of all, even to take a piss, you as a woman go into a whole stall, right? And no one can see you. You're just alone there. When we take a piss, we cannot even look at each other because if that's weird to look at each other, especially that we don't have the stalls we have is for taking a shit, not for pissing. First of all. Second of all, we don't have a stall. It's just one big, I don't know, one tray or just I don't know how you call those bowls when that men piss in at public toilets. But we don't have any separations between them. And if we look at each other, we can even see our penises, and that's not okay. That's weird. You know, we don't do that. So that's one example of men being different, and men cannot make connections that easy.
Then I had in my 8 years of transitioning.
8 years.
Because women are just so much more vulnerable and deep than men.
No. We deep as well. We all human beings, right? We're just different. That's it. And first of all, we don't show it. Because society dictated that women, it is okay for women to be vulnerable and to show it. When, on the other hand, men should be strong, fearsome, and, fight wars and protect, right? We cannot show those kind of feelings in public because no one will think you're a man afterwards.
What's hard is none of this invalidates how real and raw women and people who are marginalized groups feel about cis white men. All of that's valid. But I also now understand why the suicide rate is so much higher.
I just said that.
Because this shit is lonely.
Exactly.
And I'm an emotionally mature man. I know how to build friendships, and it is still...
You are two different things. The unlucky part is you are both of them in the same body. Like, you are mature. What you said?
Emotionally mature.
Emotionally mature person, but you also are a man right now. So you see what I'm getting with this? It's just two different things. Because if you were born as a man, you wouldn't be emotionally mature. Or if you were, no one will care, no one will see even.
I know how to build friendships, and it is still really, really hard.
Of course, because you don't look as a woman anymore.
And then
you look
you
as a man.
In all of the things that make it more complicated, and interests in not drinking or being vegan or being trans or whatever, and oh my gosh, it is lonely. So, two things.
Welcome to the club.
Time. We have to hold men accountable, but we can't hold them accountable to fix a problem they don't have the tools to fix.
Exactly.
So if you've gotten this far, thank you. Probably not going to be focusing on this topic again. I think I was too vulnerable for it, and I'm still trying to process everything in regards to how society treats me as a man.
Yeah.
Sees me as like,
it will take years and years of development of situations you have to go through and be treated like a man until you get to that maturity as a man. You are mature as a woman, but since you're trans to be a man, being a man, it will take years and years until you get mature as a man.
not safe.
No. And guess what? Talking about safety, now you cannot ask any man to help you with, I don't know, a robbery or something. You have to defend yourself. Now this is another case that I just said. This is one of the situations you have to deal with as a man because you're not a woman anymore.
Oh, this was really hard. Anyways, I'm just gonna I'm gonna go back to just focusing on trans stuff. But I appreciate everybody who stayed on and all of your kindness, and I'm gonna keep doing my best that I can to bring awareness in ways that are
Thank you for that.
okay for me. So,
but also
appreciate all of you
to do that. Yeah, but also to do that, like I said, you have to go through a lot of situations in your life as a man, and to get that experience as a man, because now you're different. You're not a woman anymore. now your life is very different. Why? Because you don't even look like a woman now. You look like a man. You are a man. So there's a lot of stuff, and I don't want to give you an example, because I guess you have a lot of examples already, but you have to go through even more stuff in your life as a man and compare them with what would have happened if you were a woman, and then to talk about and make people aware of these. But thank you very much for doing this. Honestly, it takes a lot of balls. I don't know if you have or not. I don't even want to know. Thing is, you need a lot of balls to step out and talk about this and make people aware of everything that is happening. And I'm really glad that someone like you exists. Honestly. As for you guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the support you give to the channel. Welcome to the new members of rgbfam, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.